And a very good evening to all my viewers out there. It is right now Sunday, February the 4th, 2018. It's approximately 5:11 p.m. And we are here in the Saint-Henri neighborhood. The corner that you're looking at right now is Saint-Henri and Saint-Remy Street. And this is the Canadian Malting Silos building. If you're thinking, well, this building looks old, well, indeed it is. It's, first of all, I want to point out it's abandoned. It's been abandoned for quite some time, since the 1970s. And I'm going to do a little bit of a video tonight walking around this building, because soon, unfortunately, they might be converting this beautiful building into, you guessed it, condominium projects, as is always the case, unfortunately, around this area. And just a little bit of history here. This building was built in 1904 and closed in 1970 when the Lachine Canal actually closed the first time. Now, a little bit of history. You're going to see the Lachine Canal in a minute here. It's right here to the south of me where that bridge is. You're going to see it coming up. Now, that Lachine Canal was built so that ships, during the industrial era, the 1800s, 1900s, were able to transport goods to and from Montreal. And of course, if you know the St. Lawrence River, which is even further south from here, well, you have those rapids. So a lot of the boats, unfortunately, couldn't navigate through those rapids, so they built the canal. And of course, there was all kinds of factories along the shores of the canal, and this was one of them. One of the more bigger buildings, probably the biggest building. And when the canal closed in the 1970s to ship traffic, well, they closed this building as well. So, like I said, it was built 1904. I'm reading here on my notes that I was looking at. And closed in 1970. And apparently, they produced up to 250,000 pounds of malt per year. So it's quite a facility. So we're going to walk around here. I'm going to start on this side and then work my way around the edge of the building. And, I'll tell you one thing. I wish I could safely go inside legally. I can't, unfortunately, and, I wouldn't even take the risk of doing that. But, I'd love to see inside and show my viewers the inside of the building. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to cross this street, probably right here, and I will resume my video on the crossing there. You can kind of see, I'll zoom in there. That's how I'm going to resume my video, so just hang on and I'll resume recording in a moment. Alright, so we crossed the street here. This is again Saint-Remy and Saint-Henri Street. This is facing to the east, this is facing to the south, and this is of course facing west. So we're going to walk around here. So again, this building has been abandoned since the 1970s. This is the front of the building. As you can see here, very old style of architecture, and you can tell it's an industrial building. I think this thing here, this ledge, was put there in more recent times because of the debris that was falling down. But you can see it's a very old building, and the state of the building, its original state, a lot of things are preserved in it, which makes it really fascinating. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross the street and take a look at ground level, what it looks like. We'll be very careful when we cross here. And I just wanted to show you the details of this building, the brickwork and whatnot. Very beautiful. Turn my flash on here momentarily. Yeah, so there, you can see those bricks are just beautiful. And those sparkles, by the way, is actually ice and snow on there. And here's the original door going into the building. Obviously can't get in, but I just wanted to show you, document that. So I'm going to turn the flash off here, obviously. And you can see these windows have been boarded up. So we're going to go down here, and I'm going to show you the view from the west facing east. So let's go over here, and like I said, I'm going to work my way around the building. And here you can see beautiful details of everything in its original state. Look at that. I'll just zoom in here for a moment. Don't know how well the zoom's going to be. not very well at all, it seems. Probably because of the snow falling and whatnot. But I mean, there you have it. So I'm gonna walk around here. There's actually pieces of equipment and pieces of the building in there that have fallen off. Try to poke through the fence here just to show you. So I'm gonna make my way, actually. I'm gonna walk from here. Actually, I can't get around that way because it's a dead end, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to go under the tunnel, which is no problem because it just gets me there faster. So I'm gonna head back to the way I came. And you can kind of see inside the building those old ceilings, and there's actually plants and stuff in there that are growing. Vegetation. Very cool to see these kind of buildings in cities. You know, some people say it's a rundown site, but you know, I kind of like it. Kind of gives you a glimpse of the past as best as possible. I love that old style door, I'll tell you that. Obviously these were windows at one time. So we're gonna head down here, and we're walking, as I said, east right now. And then we're gonna go to the south of here. Some frost on the building there, by the way. So while we're here, might as well show you the tunnel that we're about to go under. This tunnel is going to take us under the Lachine Canal. It's more of a bridge than a tunnel. You'll see in a minute here. I think this building is more modern here, but look at that. Very beautiful. So let's, hopefully there's a sidewalk on our side. Yeah, there is. Oh, no, there's not. Oh, alright, so we're gonna have to cross here, so I'm gonna pause the video, save some film and battery, and I'm gonna resume on the other side of the street again. Alright, so we're now on the other side of the street here. My camera is facing to the west, and we're about to go into this tunnel here, this bridge that you're about to see in front of me here. And what that's going to do, it's going to take us onto the other side. And actually this tunnel, I can't take this tunnel because it's going to take me all the way into, I think it's the St. Pierre neighborhood, not St. Pierre, but Villemar neighborhood. I don't want to go that far because, yeah, this tunnel is quite far. So I'm actually going to go this way here. I forgot about that. There's a little pathway here, if I remember, that cuts through this parking lot. It's been a while since I've actually been around this area. I think if I cut through this parking lot here, I should be fine. Because again, I want to get up there where those tool vehicles are, if I can. Now the only bad thing is, I remember they were doing construction. Oh yeah. Yeah, because they're doing construction, unfortunately this area is closed. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, unfortunately, take this tunnel after all. So I apologize for the inconvenience. Now I'm debating if I should keep filming as I walk through this tunnel or just pause the video, because I have to walk through all the way to the end and then all the way back closer to this building. But I think I'm going to pause the video and resume it on the other side, or actually I'm going to keep filming because you know what, hey, like I always say, my channel's about different things, and you know, this is a tunnel, it's part of the architecture and infrastructure of the city, so might as well film it. Hopefully it's not too long. I know my focus on my video is this building here, but might as well add a bonus feature. Yeah, you can see those vehicles up there, those tool vehicles, those excavators and stuff. That's actually, they're doing a construction on the canal. So I'm gonna have to go from the other side of the canal on St. Patrick Street and film from there. But right now, let's walk through this tunnel. going to be a bit noisy, so hopefully it's not too long. These old tiles that are here, obviously very old. A lot of graffiti on them. And right above us is the Lachine Canal, which you're going to see in a moment. So I'm kind of glad that I chose to keep filming because, you know, it's interesting to note that where we're walking right now is actually right below the Lachine Canal. Those old lights there. Yeah, very rundown infrastructure. Yeah, so where we're going now is very close to the Turcotte project. At least a part of it. So when I get out here, you're going to see so there is light at the end of the tunnel, as they say. So again, like I said, this tunnel goes pretty far out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk from here to St. Patrick Street. And again, I just went under the Lachine Canal, and you're going to see the Lachine Canal very soon. I believe right up there is where we have to go. So hopefully it won't be as hard as I think it will be. Yeah, unfortunately I can't really get up there because it looks like they're doing construction here too. But what I will do is I'll show you from here the view of that building from the side. You can see there, this is again facing to the north. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to pause the video because I know it's getting a little, I wouldn't say boring, but I want to try to get closer there. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to resume when I'm on up there. So I'm closer to the building. Alright, so just hang on and I'll be with you shortly. Alright, so I was just, like I said, I was about to resume closer to that building, but I seen this here and I found it interesting. Because it says here, rehabilitation of the Lachine Canal walls, basically describing the work they're doing. Area 11, Reach 3. Parks Canada is upgrading numerous structural elements of the Lachine Canal to ensure a safe and quality experience to present and future visitors, and it's from October 2017 to December 2019. And it's basically saying there's going to be some detours, and yeah, this is where we are right here actually. Unfortunately, we're right here. So I'm going to have a hard time. So, and again, this is where that building is, and we're here, so I'm trying to get to here at least so I can show you the view from across the canal. So I'm going to try to take a side street here. And you know, I'm thinking I'm just going to keep filming because, you know, I might as well show my viewers out there the different neighborhoods. But there you can actually see that building from here that I was just filming. There it is right there. Very beautiful. I know it's not the greatest focus. I didn't realize it also changes colors of the video depending on the zoom level. I guess that's a positive thing, I don't know. Probably the camera trying its best to focus on what it has to focus on. Again, this is a newer camera. This is the LG G6 that I'm using. The old camera that I was using was the Galaxy S4. And I mean, this one has its pros and cons. Oh, for all you old vehicle lovers, looks like some trucks here and whatnot. So what I'm gonna do, this is Dunn and Brock Street. So I'm gonna walk, I think if I walk to this street down here and then turn left, I should get right onto St. Patrick Street if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these are some old industrial buildings. Looks like a tar contractor of some sort. There's an old step van. Oh, look at that one. I know a couple of my viewers, and actually a couple of my channels that I subscribe to. A couple of views out there like those kind of old trucks or those step vans. I assume it's diesel powered because they have the wire there. That's actually, that's old. Anyways, we're gonna keep walking here. Another old building. Look at this. It's actually interesting. It's like a western kind of building, an old building you'd see in the country western days. The old smokestack and whatnot. A little bit cold here, losing my words. Yeah. So again, I'm eventually going to get to St. Patrick Street. So, you know, if you're watching this video, waiting for me to get to that building again, yeah, I guess you could just fast forward. I just wanted to, you know, take advantage of this little walk here and film, show my viewers what it's like around this neighborhood that I'm in right now. It's like a gym there, some kind of workout center, boxing. Yeah, and this is another example of the old buildings. I don't know what they make in here. I think at one point it was a knife factory, believe it or not. They made knives. This is Angers, Oranger, and Brock Street. And again, if you go down this way, which is, it's actually, that was a bit confusing, but because of the turn we just made, this is facing kind of north, kind of west. But that's where the Turcotte project is. So we'll walk down here. Another view of that old building. And you can see when I started this video, it was pretty light out. And it's gotten dark pretty fast. Means I'll probably be doing some metro videos in the next hour or so. Some old buildings. Loading docks. Yeah, so now we're going to see the Lachine Canal in a moment. And you're going to see that building in a moment as well. And this here, this power pylon right there, no longer in use. It was it's a very old pylon, actually probably in the 1940s. Probably stopped using that. There's a 747 bus. Goes to and from Trudeau Airport. Yeah, I see that about this camera. Look at this, right now it's like an orange hue, but look at this when I zoom out. It changes color. That's really weird. Maybe someone that knows about cameras or photography or filming can explain why that's happening. So we're gonna walk here, and voila, there's that building on the other side. I'm gonna obviously get closer to it. We're gonna cross the street here and go to the path. Yeah, we got a green light. Yay. All right, let's do this. And this is St. Patrick Street, by the way. So we're gonna walk here and make our way to the beautiful shores of the Lachine Canal. And this is where I was hoping to show my viewers. Looks like I actually made it here. Yay. Okay. So I'll show you from here that building. So there it is. There's that Canada malting silo building. So sorry that it's nighttime, sorry that it's dark, but you can kind of see it from here. And there's that tool vehicle that we were looking at. Basically there was a tunnel entrance there and we went underneath and came out, walked around. So again, yeah, we came from there, walked under the canal, that tunnel, walked around here, came down here, and this is where we are now. So gives you an idea. And there's Mont Royal in the distance, St. Joseph's Oratory. You can kind of see that light down there. So we're gonna walk a little bit further down. I don't want to make the video too long. What I'm gonna do is I will pause the video and I'm gonna resume when I get to that little pier sticking out there. Alright, so we're close enough here to where I want to be, which is directly across from this building. By the way, I just realized this video is 20 minutes. One of my longer videos, but nothing wrong with that. So yeah, unfortunately I can't get over on that side. I will return here one day to cross the canal, but this is the Lachine Canal right here. As I said, at one point there was ships here. Boating has resumed in recent years, I think since 2003. It used to be industrial ships, container ships, whatnot, and now it's recreational boating, strictly recreational boating. And there it is right there, that Canadian malting silo building. So hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna wrap it up now. And there's the Turcotte interchange down there. Camera's a little bit wet from the snow. It's all right though. And thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little tour of this neighborhood. And I wish you all a very good evening and see you all soon.